Hello and welcome back to Centex Sports Network. Centex Sports Network, this is Jalen Gillis and I'm here with PJ Gaither, and we are getting ready for some good football here tonight in Madisonville, Texas, for the district championship game between the Madisonville Mustangs and the Connally Cadets. As you see right here on kickoff, Connally is going to get the ball first, and it looks like we have Jelani McDonald with the ball first on kickoff. The starting QB is going to get some action on the kick returns, and decent kick return is going to get him down to the 30. These two teams both coming in undefeated, PJ, in district play. Both teams 2-0 in district right now. This game right here for the district championship. What does Connally need to do against this good Madisonville team to be able to come out with the win today?
Honestly, they don't have to really play too different. I mean, it's really just like any other game. This is a very good Madisonville team, but this is a very good Connally team, and I feel like Connally just need to, I don't know, just focus more on the run. I mean, it's wet outside right now. As you can see, it's been raining, and if you do any passes, quick passes, 5-yard outs, as we see right now, we got Kiefer Sibley, first play of the game.
First play of the game, they give it to number one, and it's over. Once again, coming off of a 427-yard game, Kiefer Sibley gives the Cadets the first score of the game. Touchdown, Kiefer Sibley, one touch and in. I mean, PJ interrupted your keys to the game, but I think we only need one. Give number one the ball, and I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, that's the number one thing right now. Give number one the ball. I mean, he's been their biggest playmaker this season, honestly. We just came off of a 7-touchdown game, 426 yards, 13 carries. I was speaking to one of the former players last year. I seen him at the gym the other day, Powell.
Yeah.
And even he was like, man, I've been seeing him. Like, I knew that he can do this. Kiefer Sibley is an electric player. He's probably one of the most electric players in the Central Texas area. Yeah,
they got to start giving him his respect. And this one looks like they're going to call a penalty. Could have been offsides on the defense. Looks like it was. So the kick will stand. Got to be up there for one of the most electric players in Texas right now.
I mean, for sure.
What we're seeing from Kiefer Sibley, folks, we say this every week, but this is not normal behavior to see guys getting the ball. I believe the first play he got the ball last week was a touchdown. So to come out back-to-back weeks, first player of the game, you take him to the house. And like last week on this first play, looked like there was a lot of contact in the backfield and maybe a few yards out of the backfield. And he kind of just brushed that off and was able to go get the score. What more can we say about number one, Kiefer Sibley?
Yeah, it's almost like every time he touched the ball. I mean, it's a guaranteed house call.
I mean, half the times he touched it last week, he scored. He had 7 touchdowns and 14 touches. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous, folks.
The guy's an amazing player.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, once again, recruiters, you better get in while you can, because if you wait too long, it might be too late for this kid, Kiefer Sibley. Like we said, I got him as
runs so smooth. Everything looks so easy. Everything just looks effortless.
Dave Campbell recognized him as the player of the week with 427 yards, 7 touchdowns, and
now it's time for Dave Campbell's to put these guys into the top 10.
Yeah, let's get some respect going on Conley's name, and they're here doing that tonight as they start off this one 7-0 lead right now for the Cadets early in this one, only about 20 seconds into the game, folks, and Kiefer Sibley's already got a touchdown. So here we go, short kick. This one's gonna be returned at about the 30-yard line and brought out of bounds after a short gain. And here comes this Cadet defense that has been almost on par with this offense all year long, even in the couple of losses where some players were hurt for this Connally team. The defense was still stout, and the defense still stayed pretty strong. So,
yeah,
having these two play off each other, I mean, it could be great for this team.
It's a slept-on side of the ball for sure. For Connally, I don't feel like that they get enough respect when it comes to defense. This defense has really been stepping up this season, even when they had players out. I mean, it's just a very good defense. I mean, a lot of the players that you see out here play both sides, and they just as good as they play on the offensive side, they play on defense.
And you see right there on first down, they try a pass down the field. That wasn't no good. Missed his intended receiver right there. And, I mean, the DBs are so strong on this team. When you see McDonald out there, they got the number one DB in the state of Texas with Kobe Black as well.
Yeah.
And then you got Jamari Wiggins, the Sam Houston commit back there at safety. I mean, they're stout all the way around, and the front seven is no joke as well.
Oh, yeah, their DBs are, man, they're just amazing. As you can see right now.
This is a short run that's going to go to the outside, about 4 or 5 yards there. Going to set up a third and manageable for this offense.
And as you can see, they can cover field. I mean, you seen Jamari Wiggins coming from the other side of the field just to get, to force him out of bounds. So this defense is very good, very fast, athletic, just similar, just like the offense is.
Yeah. Third down, big third down right here, 3rd and 4, ball on the 36-yard line. Here comes Madisonville trying to get this one across the 50. They're going to drop back, let this one go for a short pass. That one is complete, and he cuts back inside. He'll have enough for the first down and some, and he'll be brought down at the 49-yard line, getting close to crossing over to Cadet territory. First down for the Mustangs.
And those are going to be the type of plays that both teams' offenses are going to have to run if you're going to try to pass the ball today. I don't expect to really see too many down the field passes. I'm sure we will see some, but it's not going to be a lot.
Yeah, and this is a Madisonville team that does not mind putting the ball in the air, so interesting to see how they decide to do this one. A good run right here on first down. He's got his man. He gets all the way down to almost the 25-yard line, but he stopped at about the 27, so a good run right there for the Mustangs, and now this offense is starting to move. So first down to 10, they're going to go hurry up offense. First down to 10, they're going to give this one right back to the running back, and this time he'll be stuffed. It's not easy trying to run up the middle. You got guys like Caden Turner, number 6 down there, and Isaac Perez as well. Those two on the interior line play a big part for this kind of defense. Second down now after that first down run. The Mustangs in Cadet territory looking to keep moving the ball forward. Second down. This one is going to be a handoff once again to the running back, and he'll put his shoulder down that time and pick up a few more yards that time. Should bring up third down and short now. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 now, so another big third down for this Cadet defense. 3rd and 1, ball on the 19-yard line. And they're going to hand this one right back to the running back, and he'll pick up enough for the first down. So another first down picked up for this Madisonville team as they're putting on a good drive right here. And that was number 2, Jaron Burns, able to pick up another first down. Jaron Burns averaging 80 yards a game on the ground. He's got over 500 yards on the season to go with 6 touchdowns as well.
Yeah, this is a Madisonville team that, if you go look at some of their scores throughout the season, they know how to put some points up.
Oh, yeah, this team can put points up. We've seen it in just the district games they've played so far, putting up big scores against Robinson and against Gatesville already in this one. And now after that short run is going to bring up a second down and about 7. Ball will be on the 13-yard line. They're staying in this hurry up right now. It's working out for them. They're going to hand this one off to the running back, and this time he's going to be stuffed in the front, and now he'll fight forward for a couple more yards. And looks like Malachi Knowles had the initial contact there and was able to fight forward for a few more yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short now. Another 3rd down. They've already converted on 2 on this drive. Here goes another one right here. This is going to be about 3rd and 4.
Well, I think 3rd and 7. Actually.
3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. The ball is going to be on the 12-yard line. They're going to stay in the same formation, the 2 running back set. This time the QB will keep it, and he gets to the outside. The QB picks up some good yardage, and he'll be down inside the 5, and he will have enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. So another crucial third down conversion for this Mustangs offense. On first down and goal, they're going to hand this one off, and he's going to get into the end zone with the big-time run right there as Mustangs come back and tie this one up. Phillip Green gets into the end zone and puts the first points up on the board for the Mustangs here on senior night.
And, you know, they really just did something similar that I expected Connally to do also, is just lean more on the run. Of course, we've seen Sibley with the first play of the game, but I mean, this Madisonville team, they're doing the same thing that I'm expecting for both teams to really do, and that's lean on the run. Great drive for Madisonville.
Yeah, good first drive out the game. Both teams' first drive. We got scores here early in this one. We've got 8:02 left to go in the first quarter, folks, and you can already see this one is going to be a dogfight as we are tied up right now at 7. 8 minutes left to go in this first. You wouldn't expect anything less from a district championship game. Both of these teams know what's on the line here tonight, and both of these teams coming out here ready to make something happen.
Yeah. One thing I would say for Connally, I mean, you know they're going to run the ball the way they are. I mean, they're coming out in a 2-back set.
Yeah.
Bring some of your guys down. Bring some of those guys off the edge more. You know, if you want, you can put 8 in the box.
Yeah, if I was, it's rainy conditions out here, folks, as you can see, and like you said, I would bring those guys down, bring those DBs down, and let's try to settle out and stop this run and prove that they can pass the ball not only in these rainy conditions but on these D1 corners that you have out here.
Yeah, safeties. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Garrick he's gonna work around and fix that before the second drive.
Getting ready for the kickoff here. This one is tied up right now at 7 apiece. And this kick is booted and will be returned just in front of the end zone. Jelani McDonald takes another crack at this one, and now McDonald will get all the way down past the 30 once again. And the Cadets will come out and set up offense. Last time out, one play, and one play is all they needed, as Kiefer Sibley was able to take that one 70 yards all the way to the house. And now here comes this offense again, looking to get the same result, maybe a few different plays, but looking for the same result in a touchdown. This offense has been explosive all year long due to guys like Jelani McDonald, who recently opened his recruitment back up, decommitted from Oklahoma State. He said Oklahoma State is his #1 choice right now, but he opened his recruiting back up, and he's got guys like Texas and Ole Miss in there, and I think Texas is on him pretty bad right now. Yeah. They've got Sibley back there with him, Kobe Black on the outside. First down and 10 ball will be on the 22-yard line. And this one is going to be a handoff to Sibley, and this time they were ready for him as Sibley picks up about 4 or 5 yards. And so many big plays from Sibley all year long, but we were talking about it. I think some of his best runs are on some of these other runs that he didn't even score on.
Yeah.
I mean, his highlights are pretty crazy, guys. If you want to look, go on Centex Sports Network on YouTube. Check us out on there, and you can see all of his highlights on there, all the game footage. Second down and 7 after the 3-yard run. This one is going to be a keeper for Jelani McDonald, and McDonald powering his way through and picks up about 3 or 4 on that one. It's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that tonight throughout the game, PJ, like you touched on earlier, just because of the weather conditions right now. It's going to be tough to put the ball in the air. We got some pretty good winds going right now. It's raining, so the ball will be wet. So we're dealing with a few different things here tonight. 3rd down and 4, ball on the 23-yard line, and looks like we're going to have a false start this time. I believe it will be false start, and you see the offense backing up, so moving back 5 yards, and now that changes things as we was getting ready for a 3rd and 4. Now 3rd and 9 kind of changes your play calling a little bit.
Yeah, with the weather being like this, you really don't want to put yourself in situations like this because now you're forced to have to throw the ball.
3rd down and 9. Ball backed all the way up to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, one of the main key points tonight is going to keep yourself in short yardage situations if you have to come down to 3rd down situations, just because you're working against the elements right now.
Yeah, for both teams, it's going to be very important. 3rd down and 9. This one is going to be a play-action rollout pass. This one is caught by Johnston. Johnston's moving. He's got some space. Johnston's still on his feet. Johnston's still going. He shakes off a couple of defenders, and he'll be brought down at about the 50-yard line. Jack Johnston, I like this guy a lot. One of those utility guys for this Connally team on both sides of the ball. We see him coming in, lining up at fullback this time, play-action rollout. McDonald able to hit his guy right there, and he's got some space and some blockers, and Johnston making some good moves, and Johnston gets his team all the way down to about the 50-yard line, and great play call right there on 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and that's a guy that really don't get a lot of love, so I'm happy to see, him make a play.
Yeah, kind of a Swiss Army knife for this Connally offense. 1st down, this one's going to be a handoff run to Sibley, or to Kobe Black, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 5. And yeah, Johnston on both sides of the ball. We see him coming in there at linebacker sometimes. Yeah. He plays the fullback position for the offense.
Very reliable.
Yeah, very reliable guy. He's always going to be there. I think we've seen him just about every week out here. So over the last 2 years, actually, been very reliable for this Connally offense.
He's a quiet playmaker.
Yeah. Just like plays like that. You give him a 3rd and 9 little out route, and he takes it up for about 20 yards. 2nd down, this one is going to be a handoff to Sibley, and Sibley will be brought down. And, folks, that was only about a 2-yard gain, but you see some of the stuff we talk about, how consistently somebody's missing in the backfield over and over, and he made one guy miss pretty bad that time and only picked up about 2 yards.
Yeah, one of his biggest things is he's always falling forward.
Yeah. He's elusive, but his strength allows him to fall forward as we see a guy down on the field right now. Looks like we'll have a injury timeout. 5:47 left to go here in this first. We're still knotted up at 7 apiece. So for both of these teams, running the ball is going to be crucial, like we talked about in this one with the rain being the way that it is. And so far, both ground games are looking pretty good. Madisonville looks like they're taking kind of a committee approach to the run game. We saw a few different guys get to touch the ball on their drive that got them all the way down the field. And for the Cadets, we know the weapons that they have. Sibley obviously has shown what he can do already, but McDonald as well, and Black, and Nobles even when he gets in. Nobles another guy that can be explosive. So this kind of Cadet team's got a lot of weapons. Excited to see how they'll try to deploy them tonight. You see the player able to get up on his own right there, and that's always a good sign, and able to walk off the field. I believe that was Raymond Hitt, one of the senior linemen here on the Connally Cadets team. Hope he's okay. They're going to check him out over here on the sideline now. Back to the action. We're going to have a 3rd down now. 3rd and 1 with the ball on the 42-yard line. McDonald's going to come out, 2 backs on his side. He's going to give this one off to Kobe Black, and Kobe Black is going to be right at the line to gain. We'll see where they spot him this time, and see where the refs decide to spot this one. And looks like they're going to say move those chains. 1st down for the Cadets, so a good job right there on 3rd and 1. Like we said, just so many weapons for this Cadet team. As you see, Black was able to get that time and get it. He's another guy. I mean, of course, that's been getting a lot of recognition as well. So many offers from schools all over the country. Number one of the top players in this class. And on 1st down, we're going to have another penalty marker come out. And it's going to be false start on the offense, and that's going to back them up some. And those have been some of the things that have kind of hindered this Connally team. We know injuries derailed them for a couple games there, but the penalties as well has been something that they've kind of been battling with all year. They've gotten a lot better, and I give credit to Coach Garrick and his staff. They've gotten a lot better as the season's progressed. But when you get in the playoffs and you're playing some of those teams that we know this team is going to have to play, and they go through that East Texas run, those penalties, you want to try to cut those out as much as possible. 1st down and 15 after the penalty. This one's going to be a handoff to Sibley, and Sibley will be brought down after a gain of about 1 yard.
And the difference that I'm seeing with this Madisonville defense right now, they're pretty much selling out on the run. They know that these guys are going to run, and definitely up the middle. They're closing off gaps. doing a great job so far right now. They're making them earn every yard that they get.
And you see when they ran the play action boot, it got them 20 yards on it, so they're selling out for the run. They're not really worried about the pass right now, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout called with 4:34 left to go in this first quarter. Already been action-packed so far between these two teams. Got a quick timeout by Coach Garrick. We'll be right back after this short break. You watch the Centex Sports Network.
I was on that front line. Look. I was on that front line. Man, they finna tell us. Look. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
Hello, my name is
Back to the action after that timeout. 2nd and 14, ball on the 45-yard line. The Cadets with the ball trying to move down the field. And this one is going to be a keeper from McDonald, and McDonald trucks through the pile and stays on his feet. McDonald's still moving down the field, so hard to bring down, and he'll be brought out at about the 30-yard line, right at the line to gain. We'll see if they say he has enough, and it looks like they'll call him just a few yards short of the first down to gain, but hard run right there by McDonald. As you see, first guy gets it, second guy trying to bring him down. He's carrying him all the way for an extra 30 yards. 2 guys now he's carrying. Wow. Strong run right there for Jelani McDonald, showing some weight room action right there.
That's something that we've really been seeing all season. Speaking to Powell the other night when I seen him, he was telling me how their strength and conditioning coach does a great job throughout the offseason. He said he was coming back up to the school, and he was like, man, these guys are getting bigger.
In shape, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, these guys are getting stronger. So shout out to their strength and conditioning coach. Guy did a great job during the summer.
And on this third down, they're going to get this one to Sibley, and he's going to break through, shakes the defender off, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown number 2 for Kiefer Sibley in this one as he gets the Cadets the lead and gets back in the scoring column.
Are we going to see another 7-yard touchdown game for this guy? I mean, he's insane.
And you see the strength right there. I mean, guys are just falling off of him right now. And I know, once again, folks, he makes this look easy, but I guarantee you that it is not easy just shaking off multiple defenders like that. He's carrying guys on his back, literally. You see the explosiveness once he got through the hole that time and able to finish that run off. And that's what, as running back coaches, you always talk about finishing runs. And this guy, we put out his highlight tape from last week that kind of blew up. And we saw on that one he had a few runs just finishing the run, running through guys in the end zone, showing that he is finishing off each and every run. And I mean, this is a guy that I don't think anybody in Texas is trying to tackle right now.
Yeah, whatever school gets this young man, I mean, it's going to be crazy.
You're getting
he's
a dog.
Be a great talent at whatever school he goes to.
Because the talent matches with the work effort and with the work ethic as well. So, yeah. I mean, when you have that, you got a special player. When you got a guy that works as hard as he is talented, and Sibley is very talented, as you can see, I mean, you got a recipe for a great player when you do that. And he has that character trait, but his teammates have it as well with guys like McDonald, as we talked about earlier in the season. But just how his improvement from last season to this season, not only physically wise, he's coming out looking bigger and faster, but his mentality as well, his decision making on the field, and his leadership for this ball club. I mean, you can tell the strides that he's made. Kobe Black as well. I mean, all these guys are just taking great strides over the summer and this year.
And some of these guys are coming back for one more year. That's the crazy part. And
Sibley,
we've been hearing a
Black.
lot about the younger guys,
Yeah.
the freshmen and the
Freshman team
sophomores.
undefeated right now.
Yeah.
I think the 8th grade team is
The
really
8th
good as
grade
well.
Team, and I heard the 7th grade team is
Stay on the lookout for this Connally team, y'all. I'm telling you.
They're going to be good for a while.
And this one is off, and it looks like this one is going to be picked up, and nobody got it on the kickoff. I'm not sure. There's a lot of confusion right here, but looks like he picked it right up that time and kind of ran in. We'll see what the officials call. I'm not sure if they called a fair catch or if they thought the fair catch means they didn't have to get the ball.
Even if they did, they have to get the ball.
You have to get on top of the ball, and you see right here, they just let this one bounce like a punt. And you see the player backing away right here from the football. Number 6 was backing away from the football. And I think this is going to be Connally Cadet football, and it is, folks. So
I think he maybe got confused and thought it was like a punt.
Yeah, I know sometimes on this level, I've seen a couple of guys get confused as far as who is doing what as far as a punt and the kickoff. But right there, great awareness, though, by the Cadets to be able to come out and run and grab and get that one.
That was a huge mistake for this Madisonville team.
Yeah, big mistake, and it gives Connally the ball right back, and they're going to take a shot on first down right out of it, and they got a man wide open for the touchdown. Connally Cadets hit him right out of that play and caught him sleeping. And looks like that is going to be Nobles that time getting down the field. Another one of these explosive players we talk about for the Cadets. And that time, great play call by Coach Garrick, who understands momentum and took a shot. And, I mean, it was wide open, folks. Jalen Nobles joins the party and gets in on the action like last week.
Pretty much beat the DB on that post route.
Yeah, I mean, we think we talked about the post route on the way up here, talking about the post route being wide open. And right there, he hit him for the post route. Nobles was wide open. Touchdown Cadets. They're rolling right now in this first quarter. And it looks like this Connally team locked in. They know what's at stake here tonight. They're playing for a district championship and traveling far. It's about 2 hours to get down here. It's raining. It's a little bit cold outside. To see your guys come in locked in like this in the first quarter, it's great to see, and that's a testament to Coach Garrick and his staff.
Yeah, it shows a lot of maturity for these players and just shows how good this coaching staff has been so far this season. I mean, through all the ups and downs, the coaching staff has been, still been optimistic about the season, still kept their heads up, kept these players' heads up, never seen them once ever put their heads down, even whenever they lost some guys. So they're doing a great job coaching these guys. These guys are, they're having a wonderful season so far right now.
Yeah, great season so far for the coaching staff. And just like you said, player development, I think that has been huge for this Connally team because this is majority of the same guys. This is almost the same team from last year as far as personnel. A few guys graduated and they moved a few guys up, but it relatively is the same. As we see on kickoff, they run out and sell out to come catch this one. I'm sure their coaches had a lot to say on the last time out. But player development has been huge for this Connally Cadet team.
Yeah.
Last year, 4-6 record. A lot of people counted out the Connally team and thought Connally, might be fading to black and going back to some of the losing seasons they've had in the past. But we knew the talent that they had here at this school, and I'm just glad that they've been able to showcase it so far this year.
Yeah, and even last year we've seen flashes. The biggest thing last year was discipline.
Yeah.
And it still is.
They were a young team.
Yeah, they were a very young team.
So young, yeah.
They had a lot of undisciplined moments, certain calls and everything, certain situations that they were in that you could just see that they were a very young team. This year they've came out, they put it all together so far. And I don't really think that they're finished. I really feel like that they haven't really reached the pinnacle that they can possibly be at, so.
Yeah, I think this team is gearing up for a run in the playoffs. Honestly, they're starting to click at the right time. And more importantly, they're getting healthy at the right time. They had those injuries at the beginning of the season, but when you can get towards the end of district and you start rounding out your team and some of these players start hitting their strides and everybody can be healthy, this Connally team is going to be dangerous. Second down, we've got to drop back to throw, and this one is going to be almost intercepted right there as they, for some reason, tried the number one cornerback in the state, Kobe Black, on that side. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks, it's not the guy you want to try.
Yeah, you just don't try that guy.
He's had multiple pick sixes this year.
You don't try number 2.
And I know a lot of times when guys like Kobe Black get so much recognition in this city of Waco, all these different schools, guys wonder, is he really like that, and is he really is he able to play on those levels from all these different offers they're getting in? Folks, just watch the film. There's not much we have to say about it. Just go back and watch the film. Like we said, CentexSportsNetwork.com. Go in there and check, and you can debate that for yourself. Third down, they've got pressure, and this one is going to be picked right on cue. They get
Jamari
a pick,
Wiggins.
and Jamari Wiggins has this one. He's moving down the field. Wiggins tries to stay in bounds. He'll be pushed out, and Jamari Wiggins, another one of these big-time playmakers, the Sam Houston commit, gets this pick and takes this one all the way inside Mustang territory.
And this guy right here, man, I really like this guy. Wiggins, he's my guy. You're going to see, just look at this ball awareness.
Snatch the ball from the receiver and then turns the offensive mode on, tries to get around the corner, gets pushed out at the last second right there. And, I mean, this Connally defense, like we said, you do not want to test these DBs. Folks, we tell you every week, this is not the team you want to try out any throwing of the football on.
It's dangerous.
I mean, it's dangerous. They got McDonald out there. They've got Black out there. They got Wiggins out there. These are all D1 commits, and they're showing it right now. First down, they give this one to Sibley, and he'll be brought down after about a 3-yard gain.
Biggest thing we see with this Connally team this year is, I mean, just momentum switch. They're able to just roll with the momentum. Like right now, the momentum is on their side. And I think we're seeing Kobe Black. You know, he's okay. Going to go ahead and come off the field.
Looks like he got up a little bit slow, shaking up there on that play. Hope he's okay. He'll come over to the sideline. But, yeah, like you were saying, I mean, just throwing to any of these guys out here, it's dangerous territory. I mean, we've got Black, who we said he's got 2 pick sixes on the year. We got McDonald, who's got a pick 6 on the year. Wiggins, I think this is his second pick in just district play alone. McDonald gets a hard run right there on second down, and he'll bring up a third down now.
We have a defensive lineman who has a pick
Caden Turner, who got a pick 6 in this one. So they're able to get turnovers, and they're able to make plays when they get the turnovers. And like we said, Connally team dangerous on both sides of the ball, folks. Big third down coming up right here for the Cadets. Third down and 8. Ball is going to be on the 14-yard line as we get closer towards the end of this first quarter. Action-packed first quarter, folks. I mean, still in the first. It's 21-7. We've already seen 4 touchdowns scored in this game, and they're knocking on the door for another one. 3rd and 9. Play-action rollout. McDonald tries to hit Johnston again, that time on the rollout. That time wasn't able to connect, and it's going to be 4th down and 8, and we'll see the field goal unit come out. So a chance to still come up with points right here for the Cadets after this field position was set up by Jamari Wiggins' pick. Fourth down and 8, ball on the 14-yard line. And this one is good through the uprights, and this one is good. So add to the score total for the Connally Cadets.
If your kicker can kick like that in the conditions like this, I mean, you can trust your kicker.
Yeah, shout out to Eric Lara. He's made some big kicks over throughout this season. I mean, we go back to that La Vega game where he had that tackle that ended up saving the game and the game-winning field goal in that same game.
Backdoored against Cameron Yo and had
another tackle that literally saved the game that time, because that one ended up getting the Cadets the ball back shortly after that, and Sibley was able to punch it in for the game winner. So
big shout out to that guy.
Yeah, Eric Lara, he doesn't get a lot of love, and we definitely give him shouts out on this network all the time. We got love for the kickers here on Centex Sports Network. Minute and a half left to go in this first quarter, and the Cadets getting ready to come out and kick this one back off. We've seen 31 points scored so far in the first. And this one is going to be kicked off and returned at about the 25-yard line. A big hit coming in that time and be brought down. Special teams has been playing good so far in this game. They've had their ups and downs this year, but even the special teams are starting to round out to form here as we get further and further into the season. And like you said earlier, this is just the time of year that you want to be, really rounding into form as you've got a couple of games to playoffs. Well, this game and one more to close out the season, and then they'll have a week off, and it'll be time for playoffs after that.
Yeah, the most important thing, from tour days is whenever you get to November, you want to be clicking on just everywhere, all around on the team. You want to be clicking, and they're going to be playing November football, so it's a great time for them to be clicking the way they are.
And on first down, this one is going to be handed off. Brought down after about a 3 or 4 yard gain that time, bring up second down. Connally defense has been putting on a show so far in this one. They're coming up with stops so far. They've got some picks. Special teams is come in and made some plays as well. 2nd down and 8, 2nd down and 6. This one is going to be a run trying to get to the outside. This time, and the ball comes out. Ball flies out. Somebody got the peanut punch, and this time getting back on the ball. Ball still loose, and do they get it? Can they recover the ball before it goes out of bounds? That's the biggest thing, and it looks like the Cadets do. And it looks like Rhodes able to come up with that ball, and it will be Connally Cadet football. Not sure who was able to get the punch out that time, but somebody came in flying and got the punch and punched the ball out and was able to give his team the ball back. And once again, right on cue, some of those plays we talked about, making plays on the defense. You see right here, we just get into the end. Who else? Kiefer Sibley comes in with the peanut punch and gets the ball out. A perfect punch, hits right on the ball, gets the ball out. Connally recovers. And, just making plays on every side of the ball. Kiefer Sibley, once again, comes in that time, punches that one out. Great play made by a great player.
This Connally defense is continuously just making plays.
They're getting turnovers, and when your defense starts, because they all year long they've been coming up with stops. Even when they played the #1 team in the state trying to spring, they made consistent stops before some turnovers started making it out of hand. But to now start adding to that defense with turnovers, this Connally team can be dangerous. And right there, the ball flies out, and Jelani McDonald tries to throw this one away and does a great job of getting that one back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if the flag comes out for grounding, and he does throw the flag out for grounding. Looks like McDonald was able to get that one back to the line of scrimmage, I thought, but looks like the referees disagree right here, and they'll call intentional grounding. Yeah, on that one, I thought the sticks are right over here by us. I thought he got that one back to the sticks, but I guess not, and they'll call that one intentional grounding, so they'll move back and also get a loss of down. And he also had a man in that vicinity as well, so even if he didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage, if you got a man over there, that's supposed to not be intentional groundings, but
Yeah, the calls don't always go your way.
Yeah, calls don't always go your way. And you see that one thrown out, and it'll be intentional grounding, so major loss of yardage that time. It's going to back them up 2nd down and move them all the way back to the 37-yard line. And here comes Jelani McDonald, who's got a hold. McDonald tries to get the yardage back, and McDonald still staying on his feet. And McDonald able to get this one all the way in. Touchdown, Cadets. Once again, we're looking on the field. Do we see some penalty flags on the field? And
I think it's going to be a holding call.
And I think they'll get him for holding on this one. So back-to-back penalties for the Cadets that time. Wipe away another big play. And that's going to back them up some more and add to this penalty yardage loss.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 41.
Yeah, they're going to be back pretty far on this time. And, it was far that time, and McDonald got all the yardage back in one play, but holding called on that one. So and so now 2nd and long, they're going to drop back for a pass, a screen pass. They get this one to Sibley. Sibley stays on his feet, and Sibley will be brought down out of bounds. Looks like a face mask could have been called on that one, but no call that time. But a great play by Sibley there once again. And watch once again how he makes the first guy miss. He gets this one play, first guy's no good, and then he gets out of here, and second guy able to bring him down by his face mask out of bounds. No call that time, of course, but refs, I guess that time missed their whistle. 3rd down now and long once again. 3rd and 17 now after that very long play was made by Sibley, and chance to still try to get in the end zone. And this time they get this one to McDonald, and McDonald will be brought down at about the 10-yard line, so short of the first down marker. 4th down and a decision to make for Coach Garrick and his squad.
So do you go for this?
Yeah, with the way that my team has been playing, I would try it because they've been picking up chunks. But I would understand if they send a field goal unit out with Eric Lara already proven he can kick from this range.
Yeah.
And looks like the end of the first quarter they'll take this one all the way down to the end of the first and move us towards the start of the second. Remember, folks, if you're watching on Facebook, the stream will be coming down and moving to CentexSportsNetwork.com. Once again, that is CentexSportsNetwork.com. Go on there, sign up, and get ready for the rest of this action. Action-packed first quarter we've seen so far in this one, folks. 31 total points put up in that first quarter. As we get ready for the start of the second, it's going to be decision time for the Connally Cadets. It's going to be fourth and about 7 to go to get to that first down marker. So we'll see what Coach Garrick and his squad decide to do coming out of the break. So back to the action. Start of this second quarter, they're going to send Eric Lara out to see if he can get another one in. And this one is up and through the uprights. Once again, as Eric Lara is 2 for 2 in this one in field goals in these rainy conditions. He's giving his team a 20-point lead here at the start of the second quarter. 27-7 score for the Connally Cadets in this district championship game. Cadets off to a good start so far. We'll go to a short break and be back for the start of kickoff. You watch the Centex Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
At Waco High, they have these pictures of when you go to college or whatever, and you take these pictures, your freshman year and send it back to Waco High, and you would walk through this hallway, you see Curtis Jones, and you see Jay Johnson, you see all DeGrade and all these guys walking back down. I mean, everybody, you walking through, you like, man, I'm gonna be up there one day.
Back to the action here at the top of the second quarter as Connally was able to get that last field goal in, hit by Eric Lara, to give them a 27-7 lead. And right now, taking command of this game, as this is, like we said earlier, the game for the district championship between these two teams, both 2-0 in district, both playing for this title in this newly formed district. Right now, the Cadets' 20-point lead. Here comes the Madisonville offense. We saw them on that first drive able to drive the length of the field and punch in a touchdown, but have not had success since then. We've seen some turnovers. We saw a fumble punched out by Kiefer Sibley. We saw a pick almost taken back to the house by Jamari Wiggins. And we've seen some miscues on special teams as well. So not everything clicking for the Mustangs, and here they go trying to get back on track. First down to 10. They're going to hand this one off once again and try to get this one to the outside, and chased out by the outside. And you see number 7 flying down almost every run play as Jamari Wiggins is really coming in strong from that safety position. And he's cutting it. He's making sure, reassuring that you can't run on the outside of them. It's already hard enough when you got Black on one side and McDonald on the other,
Yeah,
that corner.
Wiggins is a pure headhunter.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's looking.
He thrives on hitting.
He's looking for action every time he's coming downhill, and we love seeing players like that. Kind of a throwback player, some would say. Second down, they try to bubble screen, and they throw it down, and another strong tackler right there with Kobe Black. Like I said, I mean, pick your poison on where you want to go against this Connally, against these Connally DBs, because you just saw on that side, McDonald and Wiggins hit him. You throw it on this side, Kobe Black, who's stronger than people think.
Yeah.
We've seen him throw down a few receivers this year, stronger than what people think. And so, I mean, like I said, pick your poison on where you want to try to go. Now 3rd down and 8 for this Mustang offense. Third down and 8 ball on the 37-yard line. This one's going to be a fake. They've got a man in the backfield already, got some pressure. They try to throw this one away, and he just throws this one out of bounds. And great job right there, getting pressure by the Connally defense, coming right out that time and really applying pressure, making it hard for this quarterback to really see anything going. Didn't really have time for the play to develop. As you see, Riley got back there early and was able to create pressure on the QB. 4th down, and looks like they talked about it a little bit, but now I think they'll send the punt team out. And you see Jamari Wiggins back deep on the punt. And this punt is going to be tipped or blocked. And that one is going to be recovered by the Cadets. So Cadets get a little bit shorter starting field position than what they expected. I couldn't exactly see from where I am what happened to the ball that time, but looks like he missed the kick or somebody was able to get a tip in, get a finger on that ball. But either way, short kick, and it's going to give Connally good starting field position as they started about midfield.
It looks like they're going to start at the 52. That's very good field position for them.
Yeah, they're going to come out on this one. I mean, they've been dangerous starting from wherever so far in this one, but you give these guys a short field every time, it's going to be hard to stop them.
Well, actually, correction, 48. They're starting at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they are 48-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff to Sibley, and Sibley, stiff arm, gets one man down. Sibley, staying on his feet, goes out of bounds, and
he does everything so smooth.
Once again, just like I said, just making it look so easy. That time, I mean, the first guy gets it every play. Every single play, the first guy is getting it. He's either catching a stiff arm, he's catching the shoulder, or he's catching some of that turf after Sibley puts a move on him. 2nd down now after that 7-yard run. 2nd down and 3. Donald changing up the snap count a little bit that time, see if they can catch the defense slipping. That time, the defense stayed disciplined. 2nd down and 3. Play clock getting low, and they get this one off, and McDonald's going to drop back for a pass. McDonald still looking, got time. Lets a dart go across the middle of the field. He's got a man, and he stays on his feet, and he'll be down at about the 5-yard line. Once again, there you see Jalen Nobles making another play out there at receiver, giving them a deep threat outside of Kobe Black. And he's been doing a great job so far in this one. We saw him with a score already early in this one, had a score last week, and he's starting to come along as the year progresses too. See McDonald put this one on a string across the field, finds his man Nobles right there, and great play call. And now on 1st down, this one's going to be a QB keeper as McDonald puts on a couple moves in the backfield and then falls forward to get them to about the 3-yard line. And you see why recruiters have been running down to Connally, to Lacey Lakeview, Texas, to check out some of these guys. And, I mean, you see right there just McDonald being able to make people miss with the run, but also having an arm. You got Nobles on the outside, Black. You got Sibley in the backfield. You see Big Isaac Perez gets to come in and really gets to and moves people out of the way on these goal line packages right here. 2nd down and goal. This one is going to be a keeper for McDonald, and McDonald punches this one in, finishes off a great drive for the Cadets. Touchdown, Cadets, and they extend this lead 33-7, really making a statement here in this first half, playing for this district championship.
It's crazy how fast this game went from being 7-7 to now 33-7.
Yeah, I mean, and over the last few weeks, like I said, since McDonald and Black and some of these other guys have got healthy, this is what this Connally team has looked like.
Yeah.
I know they took a loss to Brownwood when they had some guys hurt. They took a loss to the #1 team in 4A in China Spring
Brownwood
with guys
is
hurt.
also ranked.
Yeah, and Brownwood was ranked too. So you see those two teams. Brownwood's ranked again as well too. I saw them jump back in the rankings up there in 5A Division II. So you see them take a loss to two teams like that, and some people who weren't watching the games, of course, counted this team out. But this Connally team, when healthy, has been consistently beating up on these teams. I'm not going to lie, and excited to see once again where Dave Campbell's. Let's get these guys up in these rankings if they can continue to put on shows like they have so far in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, even with the two losses, I mean, they lost against the #1 team in 4A Division I, and they lost against the #10 team also in 4A Division I with Brownwood. I mean, I see no reason for them to not be in the top 10 for 4A Division II, just because in both of those losses, they had key guys that they didn't have that if they would have played, I personally feel that the game
undefeated. I feel like if this Connally team did not get hurt, I think they'd be undefeated this year.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure Coach Garrick wouldn't trade the journey they've had this season for anything, because those losses build character.
Yeah.
And they don't hurt against your playoff seeding at all. Those were pre-district games, so those games didn't count for anything, as this kick is going to go out of bounds and give the Mustangs some decent starting field position. But I mean, you pick up those couple losses, like we said, against good teams, but outside of that, this team has looked really good this season. This team has looked really good.
Yeah, all throughout the whole entire season. I mean,
it started when we picked these guys. We picked these guys week 3 to beat that La Vega team, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh man, y'all tripping," yada yada. And they came out and took care of business there. Weren't able to get that China Spring game, but I mean, I think.
And we talked after that La Vega game, and I said that games like this, winning games like this, you can only go up after this.
Yeah.
This builds character. This shows the team that, hey, we're really good also. Like, that was a good team, but we're really good also, and that we can stick with anybody. So,
confidence builder.
Yeah, it was a confidence builder. You could just feel it in the air whenever they won that game.
Yeah, the swag for the team changed. I think they knew they could beat a team like that, but doing it definitely gives it changes things up a little bit, and for confidence, it just gives you that confidence knowing, okay, we can go out here and do this. Even in that game against China Spring where they lost, they had moments in there where they looked good, and they had multiple key guys that missed out in that game. I think Kobe Black went out with a concussion in that one. McDonald didn't play at all that game, and I mean that's
Wiggins was out there.
Yeah, I think yeah. So you see key guys missing like that as they kick this one off. You see they did the replay on kickoff, and this time they'll be brought down just past the 30-yard line. But they had key guys missing in those, but the guys that played had some decent games, even though the score doesn't reflect that. You still saw guys like, and I believe those games are when Sibley was already, of course, doing this thing throughout the year, but when we got to those games, I think he really started to emerge and really started to just have that confidence, like I'm unstoppable, and he's been showing that so far this year. You just see got a notification that Kyle Tucker hits a home run and gives the Astros, my team, a 1-0 lead against those Phillies. I'll be checking in with that score all night long and checking in as my Astros are in the World Series, so I can be a homer about that one, and I'll be a little bit biased about that team. As you see on first down, the bubble screen, and he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. He's going to take this one all the way, and he gets into the end zone and strikes back quickly that time. As we see the Mustangs, after giving up 3 or 4 unanswered touchdowns in a row, able to strike back this time and get back in the scoring column. Good play call right there, and that was Tristan Whaley able to get that one in.
And that play right there could have happened to either one of the defenses. I mean, those were the type of plays that you were going to have to run today. You can just see the speed. I mean,
it really turns the Jets on right there, and you see Sibley not giving up on the play right there, still coming in behind him, almost gets to him, and now the Mustangs get back onto the board as they try to close the gap on this lead. And like we said, just like this cadet team is locked in and ready for this district title. The other team on the other side knows that they're playing for the same thing, and they're not giving up in this one. Still very, very early in this game. 9:26 left to go in this first half, and both teams showing that their offense can put up points so far. Back to the action here. 9:26 left to go in this first half. 20-point lead for the Cadets as the Mustangs were able to get into the scoring column once again after that last touchdown was run in off of the quick bubble screen. And Tristan Whaley was able to take that one in. The freshman receiver showing off some speed that time. And now here comes this Connally offense once again, who has been successful on each of their trips. And here comes the Cadet offense coming back out, trying to continue the streak they've been on so far in this game and getting a score up each time they've been on the field. First down, to hand this one to Sibley. Sibley bounces this one to the outside. Now here goes Sibley with some room to run. Sibley goes out of bounds. And once again, making this look easy, and it looks like a little bit of drawing on the sideline there with Sibley and a couple of the defenders, but I don't know if I'll have much to say to Sibley. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake him up any more than what he's already been doing in this one. First down and 10 after that run, that last run by Sibley. And looks like a holding call on the last play is going to back them up. So they called it while he was already in his run, so it won't be a full 10-yard loss. Looks like about a 5-yard loss. And now it looks like we'll have a timeout call by the Cadets with 9:19 left to go in this first half. They'll get a timeout in after losing yards after that holding play. So back to the action here. 9:19 left to go in this first half. First down and 17 is what they'll call it after the holding play. Ball will be on the 20-yard line. McDonald in the backfield with Sibley. And this one is going to be a keeper for McDonald as McDonald gets some room to run. McDonald still on his feet. McDonald makes another person miss. He's going. McDonald still moving down the field, and he'll be brought out at about the 20-yard line. So another big-time run right there by Jelani McDonald and by this Connally offense.
You're just seeing Connally athletes right now just take over the game.
Yeah, the athletes right now showing that they've got a few guys that are superior athletes, and they've given them the ball, and they're making plays. Jelani McDonald, one of the leaders on this team, getting his team down the field and moving them all the way inside the red zone now, as this one's going to be a handoff to Sibley as they try to get a little bit of tempo going with their offense.
And I know that play right there was maybe only like 2 or 3 yards at best, but you just see his low center of gravity being able to fall forward like that. I mean, he had like 3 guys trying to hit him at one time.
Strong. I mean, all of these kind of kids, like you said, man, shout out to the strength and conditioning coach here. These are some strong guys with the football in their hands, tough to bring down. Second down and 7 now. Ball on the 17-yard line to get us one to Sibley. Sibley dancing in the backfield, picks up about 6 yards on that one, and looks like he'll be just short of the first down to gain, or will they move him? Looks like he will have enough for the first down, so picks up a first, and it's going to be first down and goal.
That was possibly one of my favorite plays from him tonight. I mean, that was just
making
incredible.
So many people miss in the backfield like that. I mean, we just see it so many times. Like, guys are. I mean,
you know, he got the long runs, but it's the short runs that just be incredible sometimes.
Footwork is crazy on those shorter runs because you see him making some of those guys miss in the backfield like that. First down and 10 yards to go. So first down and goal to go. They're going to do an option. Flick this one out to Sibley, and the option was perfectly run right there by McDonald. Pitched at the perfect time. Kiefer Sibley, 3rd touchdown of the game in this one as he gets another one up on the board. And Kiefer Sibley dominating in this one just like last game. Touchdown, Cadets. Kiefer Sibley having another great game in this one, like we just said, 3rd touchdown of the game. And I mean, 3 touchdowns would be some best high school games for some guys. I mean, 3 touchdowns is not easy to get, but it's only the first half of this guy, so you gotta watch for him. I think he had about 3 touchdowns about this far into the game last week.
Yeah, he did.
So he ended the half with 5. I mean, which is just ridiculous to say. And gets another one here tonight in Madisonville to add to his total for the season. I believe he's already had come into the game, I believe, with 20 touchdowns and 1,500 rushing yards coming into the game. So, I mean, this guy been playing great all season long. Yeah, coming into this one, he had 125 carries, 1,542 yards, and 20 touchdowns. Has definitely been the leading rusher in Central Texas so far this year. He already was a leading rusher before last week's game, but after a 400-yard game, that clearly put a lot of distance between him and the next guy, and he's adding some more of that distance here tonight.
I mean, depending on how the rest of this game goes, and also the last game coming up next week, he can easily be right at 2,000 yards. Yeah.
With this game and one more game to go, I would not be shocked if we saw him break the 2,000-yard mark. I remember when we saw Javion Sunday a few years ago, a really, really good back out of this Connally Cadet team a few years ago, went over 2,000 yards. I believe that was the year they went undefeated in the regular season. I think that was 2019 when they had a really good year there. So this Connally team has had some stuff brewing over here for a few years now, and they're just keeping it up right here. 7:57 left to go in this first half. 41-14 lead for the Cadets. Eric Lara gets ready to kick this one off. And this one is going to be returned at about the 15, and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, looks like just past the 25, about the 28-yard line that time. And here will come this Cadet defense once again, who's been making plays, play after play. Gave up a long touchdown on the last time out, but they've made a lot of plays in the secondary and the front seven, just all over the field for this defense so far in this one. And now it looks like we just reported on it a few minutes ago, but now I see a 2-0 lead for the Astros. And folks, I'm going to keep checking in with you with that game as we'll keep in touch with that one. I have to be a little bit of a homer that time and let my fandom come out when the Stros are in the World Series right now. Looks like they're putting on for the city as they should. First down and 10. This one is going to be a handoff and hit in the backfield right there by Sibley. And good job by the defense hitting them in the backfield once again. Bring up a second down and 11. The ball will be on the 28-yard line. Ball will be on the 28-yard line. Second down and 11 for this offense who's trying to get down the field. They were able to get down the field last time in one play. Trying to pick up where they left off last drive. Second down and 11. This one is going, they're going to try a shot deep this time, and that one no good once again, and they're going to keep trying number 2, and I think they're going to keep getting the same result. I mean,
yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't even take that chance.
I mean, he's step for step. They've tried him. We've seen him. They tried him a couple times, and he is literally step for step with the receiver each time. And you see him doing the strapped-in emoji. And I mean, it's tough. It's tough throwing out there, and when they got him on the island.
Yeah, you're going to keep trying them too many times, and I mean, it's going to come back and pay.
It's going to backfire, and you're going to get the result you're not looking for. Third down, 11 now. Ball on the 28-yard line, and they're going to drop back, throw this one over the middle, and Sibley gets his hand in that time, and Sibley just making plays all over the field. Got his hand in that time for a pass deflection, and brings up, makes that a quick 3-and-out, another 3-and-out for this Connally defense, who has been playing great all season long, but playing great in this district championship game as well.
I mean, it's just crazy how the score has went to 41-14 just that fast. We've been seeing that for these last few weeks with this Connally team. I mean, they just get up on guys quickly.
And we've seen, I like the calls from Coach Garrett. We've seen the shot plays at the absolute right time over the last few weeks for this Connally team. This punt is going to be off, and this one will bounce back and pick up a couple extra yards for the Cadets and get them already starting in Mustang territory. And it's another short field for this Cadet offense to work with, and they've scored each time they've been out and looking to put up another score, widen this gap some more. Still plenty of time left in this one, but this one was picked to be a close game, folks, and I just want Connally to start getting their respect from some of these rankings. As you see, Kobe Black gets this one on the jet sweep, and Black makes some people miss, still on his feet. Black keeps this one, and he'll be brought down after a decent game like that. And, I mean, whenever your third option as far as running the ball is a guy like Kobe Black,
yeah,
you're a very dangerous football team, somebody that would be the number one option
for a lot of teams.
Just about anywhere else.
Yeah. And
all of these guys are number one option. I don't want to say it like that. I mean, all of these guys we've seen it each week.
Yeah.
Those three guys be number one options at different points. We've seen Sibley be number one. We see McDonald be the number one option. You see Kobe Black have a 5-touchdown game in this one. So, and McDonald keeps this one that time on second down and short, and looks like he'll pick up enough for the first down that time. And yeah, so I wouldn't break it up and say they have number one option on this team. I think they have three number ones, kind of like we saw Jalen Hurts say at the beginning of the season for the Eagles. Or who was that? Darius Slay said we had two Batmans. Talking about A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. That's how I feel about this Connally team. I think they got three Batmans. You try to hone in for just one guy. They got three guys that can, at any game, go for 200 and take over a game. Third down and short now. Did not get enough to pick up that first down. It's time to hand this one off to Kobe Black, and Black will be stopped short after about a 1-yard gain. We'll see if they give him enough.
Go for it right here.
Yeah, I would. If they do not move the chains on this one, I would. I mean, it's 4th and inches. I say put your jumbo package in and let's move this one across and see if we can get another one in for a touchdown before the half is out. Fourth down and 1, and they will keep the offense on the field. Fourth down and short. McDonald will keep this one, and McDonald's going to try to move forward for that extra yard. He gets it, and a little some extra on top of that, and move the chains for the Cadets. Yeah, I feel very confident in those short down situations like that, like a 4th and 1, a 4th and 2. You get that one to Sibley or McDonald. I mean, it's hard either way. They're going to make the defense choose between one of them.
Yeah.
And either way, it's for just 2 yards, it's hard to bring those two guys down.
And we've seen the situations that they've been in like that sometimes they done turn those into house calls.
Yeah, I mean, last week one of the Sibley touchdowns was on a 4th and 2. They gave him that, and he took it for 50 yards for a touchdown. Drop back for McDonald as he looks down the field. McDonald goes down the field. That time, dangerous pass. Looks like he had a couple of guys down there, but a couple of defenders down there as well. Took a shot, and that one incomplete. But I like the timing of the shot play. Looks like that time Madisonville just ready, but I like the timing of taking the shot play right there by Coach Garrett.
Yeah, really just trying to see if they weren't ready.
Yeah.
You know, they ended up being ready, though.
I mean, they caught him already in doing that a little bit earlier, so
yeah.
Just checking the temp a little bit, seeing the temp of the DBs and making those guys respect playing back as well. Try to create more space for the running game.
Yes, for sure.
2nd down and 10, ball on the 37-yard line. Another drop back pass from McDonald. This one a screen to Sibley. And Sibley got some space and a good open field tackle that time by Madisonville. And because if he missed that one, that could have been a house call. Yeah. So good open field tackle right there by the defense of the Mustangs.
It's almost like you hold your breath every time he touches the ball.
I mean, like we said last week, half of his touches were for touchdowns. I mean, it's crazy to say half of his touches were for touchdowns that time. So definitely have to hold your breath whenever he has it. 3rd down and 1, ball on the 29-yard line. McDonald will hand this one off to Sibley, and Sibley staying patient that time and very patient run and picked a hole at the right time and got enough for the 1st down.
Sort of looked like Le'Veon Bell right there.
And that's a guy that I'd like to kind of compare his running style to, because he takes his time and not just with the patience behind the line, but with the mixture of elusiveness and strength at the same time. Peak Le'Veon Bell was that. I mean,
yeah, he was
that personified. I mean, he was.
I really feel like he's a running back because I was still in high school whenever he was really at his peak, and he really changed the way running backs played.
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously, somebody guys forget about because they only had about a 2 or 3 year window there where he was really good. But in those 2 or 3 years, Le'Veon Bell was definitely that guy. Was the best running back in the league, I think, for about 3 years.
Sure.
And with runs like that, like you're saying, just staying so patient, he kind of, I mean, I don't want to say invented it, but he took it to another level. There's been other patient runners in the past, but he would almost spend almost 2 seconds behind the line and just wait for the hole to open up and for the play to develop. 1st down and 10, ball on the 26-yard line, and this one is going to be a lot of pressure in the backfield right from the start. McDonald able to get outside the pocket and throw that one away after the penalty. Makes it now 2nd and 15. And another scoreboard update. 5-0 for the Astros right now. Sorry if there's any Philly fans or anybody that doesn't like the Astros on the stream, because I will be calling out the scores all night long. 5-0 right now for the Astros. Looks like they're doing their thing. McDonald's going to take a shot this time towards the end zone, and that one was just a little bit short. Almost picked off by the defender that time, and just a little bit short, and expected to see that. I mean, it's very windy out here, as you guys can hear. The wind blowing through our mics and through some of the camera mics as well, and it's still wet conditions out here as well. So you'll see that little bit of an underthrown pass that time.
Back to what you were saying about the Astros, you know, just want everyone to know that the Centex Sports crew, we are a bunch of Astro fans, you know. So.
You'll be mad at us throughout this World Series run for the games that we have on. 2nd down and 5. This one is going to be a handoff and brought down after a short gain. Yeah, the Astros taking care of business right now against those Phillies like I knew they would. This has just been our year all year. A lot of people counted us out when we lost Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
And, you know.
We had zero doubt, though.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Jeremy Pena stepped in at shortstop and picked up right where Carlos Correa was able to leave off. So great job by Stros, and I'll be very glad to see Dusty Baker get his first ring. Very, very well deserved if Dusty Baker is able to pull this one off and get his first ring. Has a very long tenure history in the MLB. One of the longest tenure coaches in the MLB, if not the longest, and has not got – only thing he doesn't have on his resume, only thing is a World Series ring.
You know, guys, after, the whole little scandal came out, guys
Yeah.
thought that the Stros are going to go away. And
Yeah, they counted us out, man. They had the signs. We let you guys have your fun with the signs, making the jokes about the signs and the play call stealing, and however you want to take that.
Just
but
proving that we never needed to do any of that.
No. I agree there 100%. I don't think we ever needed to do that, especially not to beat the Yankees.
Nah.
As you can see, we just swept them, especially not to beat the Yankees. I know there's some Yankee fans on here because there's Yankee fans on every stream, probably everywhere. So especially to beat the Yankees, we don't need that. As you see, we just came off the sweep with them. 4th down and 5 now, and here comes the Cadets looking to go for it this time. On the 21-yard line, they're going to hand this one, fake the handoff, and McDonald's going to let this one go, but the pass was tipped. Looks like he tried to get that one over to Kobe Black. That time, pass tipped, and turnover on downs for the Cadets. Not mad at that one at all with the amount of time left in this first half. Only 2 minutes left, so you put your defense back out there and try to dare Madisonville to get down the field in 2 minutes. See that ball tipped at the line right there. Looks like he was trying to get that one over to Kobe Black. Good play made by the Mustangs defense that time. So 1st down and 10 now for the Mustangs as they try to move the ball down the field with 2:08 left to go in this first half. And if they're going to try to move down here and see if they can get some points on the board, they got all 3 timeouts left in this first half. 1st down and 10, this one is going to be a run right up the middle, and it's just what they needed, as this run will be brought down at about the 40-yard line. So they're going to start the drive off with a 20-yard run, and I'm sure that is going to be a momentum booster for the Mustangs. First down and 10 now, ball on the 39-yard line. This one is going to be a quick bubble screen to the outside once again, and this time it'll be pushed out of bounds after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. And they gave that one back to Whaley, the speedy receiver we saw a little bit earlier that was able to take that same play to the house for a touchdown. That time, calling the defense pushes him out.
He has breakaway speed.
Yeah, he's got some wheels, so to only be a freshman, he's going to be a dangerous player to look at. And somebody I'm sure we'll be seeing more of throughout these years with Connally. And they hand this one off, and another decent run that time is going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards, so that'll give them enough for the first down. That gives them enough for the first down that time. You see Phillip Green once again, who's made some big plays, picks up another first down for the Mustangs. And this one will be another run. They try to get this one to the outside. Good job of Sibley that time setting the edge, not letting him get outside, and then a good hit inside by Richardson. Forearm tackling, gets his man down that time. Good job by Sibley and the Connally defense by setting the edge that time. Saw them just physically not allowing them to get to the outside and pushing them back inside and getting a good tackle right there. That's team defense.
You love to see it. I mean, the whole season we've been seeing this defense, all 11 be going after the player with the ball.
Yeah, you see all hats on going towards the ball on this Connally defense. 2nd down and 12. Clock is ticking. They're going to hand this one back off. They try to get to the outside on the other side, and Sibley blows this one up once again. Another big play made by Sibley on the defensive end, who's making plays all over the field.
I think they're going to go ahead and take this one into the half.
Yeah, and after 2 negative plays like that, they might look to take this one towards the half, but it looks like we just saw a timeout called, actually.
I think so. I think a player is down for Madisonville.
Okay, we see a player down on the sideline. So, yeah, folks, they might just try to take this one into the locker room with 26 seconds left to go here in this first half. See injury timeout on the sideline for the Mustangs. 2 back-to-back losses of yardage for this Mustang offense. And Connally defense, like I said, it's hard to pick which side has been the best side of the ball all year long. This defense has been so consistent. The offense has had its woes and has been had its ups and downs. The defense has been pretty consistent throughout this year and playing great right now in this district championship. It's like they're able to walk the player to help the player walk to the sideline that time. Hope he's okay. That was Jaron Burns, the running back who's been having a good game so far in this one, going to the sideline. Definitely hope he's okay. 26 seconds left to go, and they had to use the timeout for injury, but I think they might just come out and try to run this one and maybe go towards the locker room after the last two plays of what you definitely don't want to do anything bad that would make a turnover or anything to give Connally an opportunity to get more points on the board. So they might just try to run this one out. You see the Connally Cadet side getting hype still down here. The fans have traveled all the way down to Madisonville in the rain, folks. So those of you that did make your way down, you guys are some troopers fighting through that rain and traffic and a lot of other things we've seen on the way down here. 3rd down and 10. 26 seconds left to go in this first half. They're going to drop back for a pass. You see pressure all over the QB, and he lets this one go, and will they say incomplete pass that time? I don't hear any whistles now. I think we hear the whistles and say that that one is going to be ruled incomplete. I think that one will be ruled incomplete, waiting on the signal from the referee. Will they say incomplete pass, or will they call it a live fumble recovered by the Cadets? We offered to the referees before the game started. We had instant replay over here if they needed it. I think in high school now they're not allowed. Now I think in the playoffs they actually are allowed to use instant replay. I remember seeing being in the playoff game a few years ago and was shocked when I heard them call for a booth review. I was like, well, I've never heard that.
You know how many
in
games
high school,
whenever we were in high school, needed that?
Think of a certain play in 2009 where
Midway versus Longview.
Yeah, that instant replay could have helped a lot in that play, in that game, just to say the least.
Took that one way back.
Yeah, that one still hurts.
Yeah,
still hurts. As we see here on 4th down and 10, they're going to punt this one away, and looks like the punter's just going to have to try to run away with this one as far as he can, and tries to punt this one away and just barely gets a punt off. And I mean, the Connally Cadets are not letting up even on special teams with only a few seconds left to go here in this first half. So we'll see Connally come out for one more play where could just run this one out, or they could take a shot and see if you can get into the end zone here. They don't have any timeouts. They got 8 seconds left. You can get one play off.
With the type of offense that they got, I wouldn't be surprised if they did take a shot.
I mean, Sibley last week had a 98-yard touchdown with 20 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah.
So
you got to expect the unexpected with this team.
You can't count out any plays at all playing against this Connally team. 1st down and 10, 8 seconds left to go. Probably see one final play here. And a drop back pass, and we'll see them take a shot. He's got a man, and this one is caught for the touchdown, and that one is to Kobe Black, who, look at the ball skills on that one, makes the catch. That was a tough throw in, folks. We said, I mean, you can't count anything out against this Connally team, and they take a shot right here with 8 seconds left at the end of the half for a snag of a touchdown right here.
I mean, look at the composure. He has a guy coming straight down the middle.
Makes the throw, and look at this catch right here. Get off me. Great catch to high point the ball, flipping the other way, and able to pull that one down. Kobe Black, great play made right there. Add to the scoreboard for these Cadets as they're going to put one more up on the board before the half is out, and they do just that. So going into the locker room, folks, 48-14, this Connally Cadet team making a statement in this district championship game. So far, they've played great on both sides of the ball. They come up with turnovers. They come up with the plays that they need. They're doing their thing. They've been doing their thing so far in this first half. They've been doing their thing so far in this first half, keeping it going right now in this district championship game. 48-14 lead for the Cadets going into the locker room. And the players are hyped, as we just saw coming out to this locker room. They're dialed in, folks. And, I mean, this is a very exciting Connally team to watch. During this halftime, you will see a show from both of the bands, and we'll come back before the start of the half to talk about what we saw here. And we will touch in on some more games around the Central Texas area and Texas high school football around the state. So, folks, stay tuned for that. 48-14 lead going into the locker room for the Cadets. You're watching Centex Sports Network.
Waco High, they have these pictures of when you go to college or whatever, and you take these pictures, your freshman year and send it back to Waco High, and you would walk through this hallway, you see Curtis Jones, and you see Jay Johnson, you see all DeGrade and all these guys walking back down. I mean, everybody, you walking through, you like, man, I'm gonna be up there one day.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
All the pretty girls stand up. All the pretty boys stand up. Pretty boys in the building. This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Damn. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas. I think the event has exceeded all of our expectations. We had an amazing turnout and great sessions and nothing but positive feedback. So this is our first conference in a convention center, and I'm used to working with hotels where there's like one person to talk to for everything. And so at the last minute, we realized we needed audio and video services. And so I contacted Lighthouse Streaming and Audio, and they were very quick to respond. They were able to, even though it was the last minute, they were able to fit us into their schedule, and they provided us with technicians and equipment to record our sessions, and we'll be able to provide the people who are speaking at those sessions with great video of themselves. I would highly recommend them. I highly recommend Lighthouse Streaming and Audio. I had nothing but a pleasant experience, and if we come back to Waco again, which we hope to do, I know I'll be in touch with them.
I was on that front line, look. Look. I was on that front line. Man, they finna tell you. Look, I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
At Waco High, they have these pictures of when you go to college or whatever, and you take these pictures, your freshman year and send it back to Waco High, and you would walk through this hallway, you see Curtis Jones, and you see Jay Johnson, you see all DeGrade and all these guys walking back down. I mean, everybody, you walking through, you like, man, I'm gonna be up there one day.
Good evening, fans. It's time for the South of Madisonville. Please welcome a mighty Mustang band. Good nature.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
All the pretty girls stand up. All the pretty boys stand up. Pretty boys in the building. This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Damn, everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas. I think the event has exceeded all of our expectations. We had an amazing turnout and great sessions and nothing but positive feedback. So this is our first conference in a convention center, and I'm used to working with hotels where there's like one person to talk to for everything. And so at the last minute, we realized we needed audio and video services. And so I contacted Lighthouse Streaming and Audio, and they were very quick to respond. They were able to, even though it was the last minute, they were able to fit us into their schedule, and they provided us with technicians and equipment to record our sessions, and we'll be able to provide the people who are speaking at those sessions with great video of themselves. I would highly recommend them. I highly recommend Lighthouse Streaming and Audio. I had nothing but a pleasant experience, and if we come back to Waco again, which we hope to do, I know I'll be in touch with them.
And back to the action here right before the start of this third quarter. Still here in Madisonville, Texas on this wet and chilly night here in Madisonville. Centex crew has traveled all the way down here for this district championship game between the Connally Cadets and the Madisonville Mustangs. We have a 48-14 lead, and it has just been all Connally in this one, PJ, which really been a very, very dominant performance in that first half. I mean, to put up 48 in a half, I mean, this Connally team has been doing some things over the last few weeks that, some people might think is regular or might take for granted. But, it's not too often you got 48 at halftime in a district championship game where the two teams are both competing for the district title, both teams 2-0 in the district. So what have we seen from this cadet team in the first half that got them to this 48-14 lead?
I mean, you've seen the defense get a few turnovers, and, the offense comes out and just capitalize on it. You're really just seeing execution just on both sides of the ball, even on special teams, forcing a turnover. It was a miscue for Madisonville, but still just having the discipline to go ahead and get the ball, knowing that was a mistake that they made. Everything's just been execution, man. They've just been dominating their athletes right now, or just showing that they are, superior. And this Connally team, man, right now they're just on a roll. Lately we've been seeing these type of games where the first half they just come out and just pretty much run over the team, their opponents. So to have, to score 48 points in the first half, the game pretty much is over at that point.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for an opponent to have to come and fight back.
Now, we know this Mustang team has a lot of spirit still. It's senior night for them, so they're definitely not giving up in this one. But like you said, execution, I think, was probably the biggest and most important part of that first half. They really did a good job of executing on just about everything they were trying to do all the way down to the last play of the first half. With 8 seconds left, they get Jelani McDonald throws a dot up to Kobe Black and is able to get a touchdown there, even into the half. So start of the second half now. Madisonville will start with the ball.
Looks like we're going to have a flag thrown right here.
So flag comes out here early. We've seen too many of those so far in this first half. Hopefully in the second half, won't see as many flags fly out. As the temperature is dropping just a little bit, that wind's starting to pick up a little more. Less rain, though. Yeah. We're glad for that. No rain so far.
Pretty cold, though.
Yeah.
Pretty cold.
This wind is starting to pick up out here, folks, and definitely dropping the temperature. But feels like high school playoff football. And you feel that cold come out. You see the concession stand starting to brew up some of that hot chocolate. Feels like high school football time. And what you think of when you think of high school football season, especially going towards the playoffs. You get closer and closer to the holidays, and this Connally team, I believe, is dangerous enough to be able to still be playing on Thanksgiving. I know that's everybody's goal, beginning of the season, to be around Thanksgiving and to still be playing. And that means you've gone up 4 or 5 rounds into the playoffs if you make it, or to about the 4th round of playoffs, you make it that far. So first down, see a run, and we see a penalty flag.
It's going to be offsides on Connally.
In that first half, we saw a lot from this Connally Cadet team, like we said, where they were making plays on defense. The offense was pretty much unstoppable in that first half. I don't think, outside of that one turnover on downs, I think they scored every time, every offensive possession. They scored either a field goal or a touchdown. So they've been doing a good job so far in that one. See if they can keep it up here in the second half. First down and 5 after the penalty. And this one is going to be hit after a gainage of short yards. See Isaac Perez in that time on the action.
You're just seeing this team right now playing winning football. All 11 flying around the ball. This is what you want to see in the defense.
And we've been seeing stuff like that all year from this Connally defense, so they keep it going right here. Flying around out to the ball. Still in the second half, like we said, even with the big lead. Now second down and 4 after that 1-yard gain. This one is going to be a handoff that's going to be blown up, and the ball comes out. Loose ball on the ground, and looks like it's going to be picked up and recovered by one of the cadets that time. And looks like Wiggins in on the ball, still making plays out there on this defense. As you see this fumble come out right here, and a great job of somebody getting the ball out again. Looks like Turner and Rhodes in that time, able to punch that ball out, and Wiggins gets back on top of it. And, I mean, this Connally defense just making plays, play after play after play, as they come up with another made play right there. You see Wiggins getting up just a little bit slow after being shaken up after making another big play right there, so hope he's okay. And it's going to give this Connally offense the ball right back in good starting field position with about 10:40 left to go here in this third quarter. So the Mustangs have had some struggles on offense, and it's really more of just the Connally defense capitalizing on all their opportunities to come up with the ball, as they do right there again. So first down and 10 after that. Ball on the 24-yard line, and here come the Cadets trying to get into the end zone once again. Last time out, we saw a strike to Kobe Black. And looks like we're going to see a false start on the offense once again, and that's kind of what has also slowed down the clock a little bit in this one, is the amount of penalties we've seen in this game. And like we said, hopefully we see those ease up just a little bit. Another false start for the Cadets as they come out 1st and 15 now to set this offense up. Ball on the 29-yard line now. First down and 15. McDonald with Sibley next to him, and Perez in the backfield as well. This one's going to be a handoff to Sibley, and Sibley making some more people miss in the middle and then being brought down after a decent gain right there. Kiefer Sibley, 3 touchdowns in this one. Made multiple plays on the defensive side. We've seen him with a couple pass breakups. He's got a forced fumble where he punched the ball out on defense, so he's been active all over the field. Second down and 8 now. Second down and 8. This one's going to be another handoff, this time hit immediately out of the backfield. And that's going to bring up a third down now. Third down and 8, ball on the 21-yard line. And Cadets looking to the sideline. Third down and 8, ball on the 21. First third down of the second half for the Cadets. This one is going to be a play-action rollout. And he throws this one down the field, and he's hit his man, got a man open for the first down that time. And I believe that is Nobles once again, who we've seen make plays in the passing game tonight.
He took a hit there. He showed some toughness right there.
Yeah, showed a little toughness right there. Took a hit, able to hold on to the ball. Good job, good play design. They able to roll out this time and just get to the sideline. Like you said, took a hit. Big hit on the sideline. Showed some toughness holding on to the ball right there. First down and goal to go now. 8 yards to the touchdown. This one is going to be a handoff to Nobles. They go right back to him, and Nobles will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Show some strength that time as Jalen Nobles able to get in and keep the scoring streak going for the Cadets. Touchdown, Cadets. And this Connally team so dangerous, so many different weapons, and when they can get number 5 going as well, Noble's a guy I think that can be very good for this Connally team. And I like what I've seen from him in the passing game today. We've seen him in it, return specialist, and we've seen him in it running back. Even had games over 100 yards this year at running back. But now to see what he's able to do in the passing game too, just adds another wrinkle to this Connally offense, which I already believe is very dangerous and one of the hardest in the state to stop, I believe.
I mean, we're in week 9, and we're still seeing progression from this team. It's just incredible.
And it's what you want to see. You know, you want your team to be constantly going upwards, and that's exactly what this Connally team has done. And this one is up and good through the uprights, making this one 55-14 now with 9 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Cadets coming out here in the second half and picking up where they left off, getting in the scoring column. We'll be back for the start or for this kickoff. Back to the action here. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Connally is here kicking this one off after a touchdown last punched in by Jalen Nobles. Gave them a 55-14 lead. This kick will be returned to about the 30-yard line and bring out the Cadet defense once again, who has been playing great all night long. Forced multiple fumbles in this one. They've got a pick by Jamari Wiggins, who's also got a fumble recovery in this one, so he's been playing great. We see him back out there on the field. .851 left to go here in this third. First down and 10, ball on the 30-yard line for the Mustangs as they get ready in this one. And we see them have a breakthrough run right here that gets down the field for about 20, 25 yards that time before he's brought down. So a good run right there by the Mustangs to start this drive off. Got a score update in this one. Not too happy about. The Astros are tied right now after jumping out to a 5-0 lead. Now going into the bottom of the fifth, it's tied up at 5 apiece with the Phillies. As this play on first down will be brought down after the gain of a couple yards. You see the Astros gave that 5-0 lead up pretty quickly there as they Phillies come back and tie this one up.
Yeah, I think we jinxed them. We started talking too early.
Yeah, the announcers jinx. I can't talk like how I want to talk when I'm when I'm doing announcers, because I'll give them the announcers jinx. Second down and 6 now. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Mustangs are going to get this one for another run. Get the ball to about the 40, just past the 40-yard line, and move the chains, give them a first down. First down and 10 now for Mustangs. They are moving deeper into Cadet territory. Ball on the 40 or on the 39-yard line, I believe. First down and 10 after the last first down run. This one will be dropped back for a pass. They let this one go over the middle. That one incomplete that time. Second down now and 10, brought up after that last incomplete pass. Ball will remain on the 39-yard line. Second down and 10. this one will be a handoff, and this run will be stopped after picking up a few yards. Bring up third down now. Third down and 7 coming up now for the Mustangs as they're trying to keep this drive alive. And like we know in these games, even though this one might be out of reach, they definitely want to take things forward going from here, especially knowing that Madisonville will be a playoff team anyway. So they're still trying to get positive plays going and get some things they can take with them to the next week and into the playoffs as well. This one's going to be a QB keeper on third down. Tries to get to the outside, and he'll be shot down. That time you saw Sibley screaming down from the second level, coming down and making a hit right there. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing against a team that's still going to go to the playoffs. I mean, they're going to be second in the district. So you still just want to just impose your will on them and show that, hey, we're on a different level.
Yeah, especially when you're playing for a district title like this. Last year, Connally was unable to get that district title, but they're getting it back this year if they can finish out this game here against Madisonville.
You know, and this is a statement game right here.
Yeah, I believe so too. Definitely a statement game for the Cadets because, like we said, just in the state rankings, you know, they don't get a lot of love. You know, I feel like Sibley in his game last week didn't get enough love. I feel like I didn't see it enough from all of the media outlets in the Texas area. I mean, it seems like something you would want to blow up, somebody having a seven touchdown.
Yeah.
Come on, you know, so this Connally team, I feel like they still got some respect that they can get from some more people and making a statement here tonight in Madisonville. And this punt will be off and returned, and that one was actually muffed by Jelani McDonald, but the ball bounced perfectly up in the air and caught by Rhodes. So good time keeping the play alive that time by Rhodes and having your head on a swivel. So here comes the Connally offense once again, and while we have a break, slight break in the action, want to come to you with some of these scores from around the Texas area. We'll start with the Central Texas Greater Waco area. Right now, Midway down 35-7 against Pflugerville-Weiss. Right now, in the third quarter, Waco High up 15-7 on Cleburne. Belton up big 56-6 against Killeen Chapels. Last night, University put up a huge win against Pflugerville Connally 78-7. Gatesville up 35-0 against Robinson. That is a district matchup. We've got West up against Dallas Gateway Charter 49-0, and they try a play here on first down. They take a shot and unable to get that one as Shepard checked in and is the QB right now. It looks like he tried to hit Miles down the field on the run right there. We've got to see here on the replay, fake this one to Black and drop back, tried a shot from Shepard. That was a pretty good throw right there from Shepard, and just unable to complete that one to Miles. We've got Mahia down 55-13 against Malakoff. Grovesbeck up 36-18 on Eustis. Franklin, number one team in 3A, up 35-0 on Cameron Yo, and that is a good Cameron Yo team who was ranked.
Number 6 team in 3A.
Yeah, number 6 team, and that was like a top 10 ranked matchup in 3A with number one team obviously being Franklin, undefeated on the season so far, and I mean, they're manhandling Cameron Yo, a team that we saw give this Connally team a really good game. So impressive right there from so far from Franklin. 21-14, Lorena has beaten Troy at halftime. And let's see, we've got Valley Mills up 7-6 against Bosqueville. Marlin up 26-6 on Rosebud Lot. Mart, final score 54-0 against Dawson. And Chilton in the fourth quarter up 43-0 on Iola. So Central Texas teams putting up big numbers so far on this Friday. And PJ, what are some of those other scores from around Texas football? And it looks like before we get that, we'll have a explosive run right there by Kobe Black as he breaks away into the secondary and gets past midfield into Mustang territory for the Cadets that time.
Some of the scores across the state right now.
And you see right here on the replay, you saw Black cutting in and out of there. getting around to the edge, and then showing off the speed once he gets to the edge.
All
right
these
there,
guys
getting brought
are
out.
special in their own way. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible to see.
Now, to go back to some of the
Yes,
scores,
the scores.
we got Lancaster up against North Mesquite, 29-0 right now in the second quarter. We got Smithson Valley in the fourth quarter against Buda Hayes Consolidated, 42-7. And Consolidated in College Station right now are tied 21-21.
Big game down there. I know that's a rivalry game always.
Oh, yeah. And then we got Amarillo Tascosa versus Lubbock Cooper. Amarillo Tascosa is up 28-14 in the fourth quarter.
A lot of good football being played around the state of Texas right now, folks, as we know we're going into the later games.
Also, can't forget Byron Nelson versus South Lake Carroll right now. South Lake Carroll is up 14-13, so we got a pretty close game right there. And also, we got Duncanville up against DeSoto right now, 27-0.
Yeah, that's a big game. Duncanville versus DeSoto, always a big game between those two, and Duncanville kind of showing some dominance right there, 27-0. As Kobe Black gets this one on the end around, tries to cut back upfield, and he'll be brought down after picking up pretty good yardage on that one. And now we'll see. Looks like they called to stop the play. Thought he was going to be injured that time. Looks like Black able to get up. A lot of good games, like we said, around the state of Texas. A lot of big games just for district seeding and for playoff seeding, like that Duncanville DeSoto game, and so many more. Everybody's playing in their district right now, so you're playing for some type of seeding. Even whether you're in the playoffs or not in the playoffs, you're still playing for some type of seeding within the district.
Yeah, this week and next week is going to decide a lot of districts.
Yeah, just
Who's gonna win the district.
A lot of big games, like you said, over the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks, being the last couple of weeks of the regular season, and it's a lot can shake up for some teams. I know there's some teams still looking to sneak into the playoffs, still looking to get that third or fourth win that they might need to just be able to kind of sneak into the playoffs. It's 3rd down and 2 now. Ball on the 23-yard line. Third down and 2. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand this one off up the middle and still pushing the pile. Look to see if they have enough for that first down. Got some big matchups going on in college football tomorrow as well. I know we've got some college football fans like to watch with us some big-time matchups. Tennessee, Kentucky. That's a good ranked game that I'm excited to see. Can Tennessee keep this going, the momentum they've had going so far in this one. We see this run still staying up on his feet and now brought down towards the end there by Sibley. That run with Sibley, and looks like he's slow to get up a little bit on that one. Could have been shaken up just a little bit on that play. So that's going to bring up 2nd down now. But like we're saying, college football, so many big games, and that Oklahoma State, Kansas State game is going to be big for all of our Big 12 fans because even though Baylor has not looked good so far, still technically they have a chance just because of the parity within the Big 12 right now outside of TCU, which I think has a chance to pick up some more losses. And you see a touchdown run potentially, and will he get in? Looks like they're going to say stopped short that time by Sibley. Looks like he tried to punch it in just towards the end of that run right there, and they're going to say 1 yard short. And I'm sure Coach Garrick might have told him on that one, okay, you get one more play. So he's trying to get in the end zone there as you see him coming towards the sideline now. Close. Stiff on deadly. And very close to getting in that time. Stopped on the 1 yard line. So now 1st down, ball on the 1 yard line for the Cadets. And this one is going to be another handoff to Nobles, and Nobles is going to be hit in the backfield by a few different defenders that time for the Mustangs as they push him back. So after losing a few yards, it's going to be second down and goal to go. As we near towards the end of this third quarter. And they're going to get this one right back to Nobles. This time Nobles pushes the man off, stays on his feet, but not able to keep this one going as he'll lose some more yardage. That time looks like they were ready for the goal line stand that time and push Nobles back. And that should bring us to the end of this third quarter, folks. Still dominating lead right now for the Connally Cadets as they head into the fourth quarter in this one with the 55-14 lead right now over the Madisonville Mustangs, and right now just one quarter away from one of those goals that Coach Garrett talked about at the beginning of the year, a district championship. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth. So back to the action here, start of the fourth quarter, and we're going to have a third down here, and this one is going to be a run, and they give this one, almost gets into the end zone. Looks like he'll be stopped just short that time. They gave that one to Black and try to let him get that one into the end zone, and he'll be just short. So that's going to bring up fourth down and about a yard to go is what it looks like, just right on the goal line, about a yard to go. So they'll go for this one and try to see if they can punch this one in. So they'll come out here and get lined up, fourth down. And a flag right before on 4th and inches that I believe is going to be a false start on the offense that'll back them up. So they'll send the field goal unit in, and you hear some boos here from the Connally side. They'll send the field goal unit in now and see if they can still leave this drive with some points. Got to the 1 yard line actually twice on that drive. Just not able to punch that one in. And this field goal is up and through the upright side. Another one on there for Eric Lara, who's also been having a good game in this one. And 3 for 3 on field goals, I believe, and he extends this lead just a little bit more to a 58-14 lead now with about 11:43 left to go here in this game. 58-14 lead for the Cadets, getting ready for the kickoff. back to the action here. 11:43 left to go in this game. Connally with the big lead in this one, and what will lead to them being the district champions at the end of this quarter. And another loose ball on the ground on kickoff. And let's see, do the Connally Cadets recover this one as well? And right now it's looking like they do. And looks like the Connally Cadets will get the ball back on kickoff. Once again, it's the second time we've seen tonight where the Mustangs just didn't get on top of the ball, honestly.
Yeah, that was similar to the first quarter.
Yeah, we saw that again. So now after the Cadets get the ball back once again, here they come on offense and looking to score some more points. So we have a little bit of time left in this game. We'll touch a little bit on, we were talking about some college football just a second ago right here. You see Rhodes with the good run. And touching on the Big 12, and right now Baylor, everybody's kind of, been on or off with them. They've had an up and down season so far in this one. But they still got a 2-2 record in the conference, which is what is most important here. Sitting in 5th place in the conference right now, behind Texas, who has 2 losses. Kansas State and Oklahoma State are playing this weekend, and one of them will have 2 losses. So, I mean, there's going to be multiple 2-loss teams in this one. So as shaky as I guess you could say as it's been so far for the Baylor Bears in this one, you saw a big run right there. Shaky as it's been for the Baylor Bears so far we've seen this season. They still got a chance to finish potentially a top 4 team in this conference. I mean, they're sitting at number 5 right now, so they have a chance to finish top 4 in this conference still.
Yeah, they're still going to be able to be bowl eligible. So.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely make a bowl game. We're not counting them out like trying to see if they'll get to that 6 wins. I believe they'll definitely get a bowl game.
The Big 12 is so competitive this year.
Yeah,
arguably one of the better conferences.
Yes, it's just top to bottom. I mean, everybody's been ranked all the way down to Oklahoma, outside of West Virginia and Iowa State. We see a good run right here, and then a big hit gets them down to about the 15-yard line. Good run by Rhodes once again. But outside of Iowa State and West Virginia, I think everybody's been ranked at some point. Kansas was ranked. They just put them out of the rankings. Texas has been ranked. I mean, Baylor was ranked. I mean, everybody has been ranked at some point for this Big 12. So a lot of parity in the Big 12, and that's the reason why I have not fully given up on these Baylor Bears and in this Big 12 conference, because, I mean, they still got a chance to play TCU. They still got a chance to play Texas. They still got a chance to play Kansas State. Yep. Those are 3 of the 4 teams that are in front of them right now in the conference. So they've got a chance to actually potentially jump in front of all of those teams. They already lost to Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State would obviously have the leg up on them, and they lost to West Virginia, but we don't expect West Virginia to be near the top when it's over. So this Baylor team still got a chance. I know a lot of people have thrown out this season already. They still got a chance to make some noise as we get later into the season, though. So we'll see them in action this weekend against Texas Tech, who we know that's always a good game whenever Baylor and Tech play each other. Old school rivalry game that's used to both of those teams putting up a lot of points. We've seen a lot of points scored in those Baylor Tech games. I think back to, as you see right here, Shepard's still on his feet, and Shepard will be brought down now towards the sideline for that play on 3rd down. But think about those Baylor and Tech matchups. I think back to around 2014 or 15, being at that AT&T Stadium game and watching Patrick Mahomes put up like 5 touchdowns and thinking then like, nah, this guy is different. I know it might have been a shock to everybody else that watches the NFL, maybe how good Patrick Mahomes was.
Jakeem Grant.
Oh, yeah, when they had speedsters like that, Jakeem Grant out there on the outside and him hooking up with Mahomes, and then Baylor on the other side with their explosive offense back in those teams that we had, Bryce Petty and, guys like that. So a lot of good memories of those Tech and Baylor games as Eric Lara gets ready for another kick, and this one will be just outside to the left. And let's say this one is good, so couldn't see from where I was. And another good kick for Eric Lara, who is 4 for 4. Want to give him a shout out. 4 for 4 in these rainy and windy conditions here tonight in Madisonville.
makes you feel good going into November knowing that you're going to be in the playoffs with a kicker that can make those kicks like that.
Yeah, and Connally has had troubles in the past with kicking, but right now Eric Lara, I mean, he's made plays all season long. We talked about earlier in the game plays he's made on special teams as far as tackling. He had 2 that kind of saved the game for him throughout the season, but 4 for 4 tonight in this win that, as you can hear, folks, has been windy all night here in Madisonville. .754 left to go in this game. Connally up right now, big, 61-14. Folks, want to thank everybody that's been watching with us throughout the season and in this game as well. I know a lot of people couldn't make it down to this game. It is a little bit of a travel coming from Waco and then with the weather conditions as well. So we definitely wanted to keep this going to you guys, keep this broadcast going to you guys, for all those dedicated Cadet fans out there that's been watching with us. Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, we have been doing a podcast called Centex Primetime, where we touch on a lot of the hot topics around sports, and we'd like to touch in on some high school football as well. I know we got a lot of high school football fans. We talk a lot about some other sports, NFL as well. We got to touch a little bit of NBA. So make sure you guys are going on to YouTube, checking out Centex Primetime. That's on our channel, Centex Sports TV on YouTube. So make sure you guys tune into that. Well, we're talking about a lot of different topics. I know we've had some guys chime in and talk about a lot of different things on there. So go on there and check us out, and leave some comments and let us know what you think. Let us know some more of those topics that you guys want to hear as we move throughout the season, as we move further and further into the NFL season, NBA season started. We've got the World Series going. Yeah. We got the World Cup for those soccer fans like myself. Is actually going to be kicking off, I believe, at next month or at the beginning of December. So great time to be a sports fan right now with a lot of different ball getting played.
We're going to be talking about some boxing, everything.
Yeah, we're touching on some boxing as well. Got a couple fights coming up. I think the Jake Paul fight is tonight. I don't want to count that as boxing for all of our real boxing fans. Don't think that we're casuals.
Lomachenko fighting.
Yeah, we got Lomachenko fighting for a belt tomorrow. I think Tank signed for a fight recently.
Yeah, I believe, was it with Ryan Garcia?
Yeah. I think they're getting ready to sign, if they haven't already signed, a fight for Ryan Garcia. Yeah. Big fight coming up there. We've seen rumors of Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. Some big time
more fights coming.
Yeah, big time fights for all our fight fans out there coming up. Like we said, just a good time for sports, man. It gets to this time of year. Gets cold outside, getting ready for the holidays. Everybody's getting ready to eat some good food on Thanksgiving. And got some, like we said, just a lot of good sports going on right now. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I was looking a little bit earlier on the schedule and seeing that, I think Thanksgiving game, we got Cowboys-Giants for the Thanksgiving game. And that's going to be a good one, folks. Don't have to ask if we have any Cowboys fans on here. That would be obvious as we're here in Texas, as that pass is complete to the sideline. But that game is one I'm looking forward to, just because it's always good when you can get a good game on the holidays like that. So that Giants-Cowboys game is going to be a very good one. And I think they got Philly on Christmas Eve too. So
Philly on Christmas Eve.
Shout out to the schedule makers for that one. They got two
both games are going to be at home.
Yeah, both games are home for the Cowboys. I'm sure that wasn't by mistake for Jerry Jones. Sure that wasn't by mistake at all. And excited to see those two games. I think the Cowboys got Chicago coming up this week.
Yeah, this Sunday at 12.
Yeah, so we'll expect them to handle them. Handle them. The Bears are the Bears. So don't have to dive in on Chicago. The Bears are the Bears. So I'm sure the Cowboys will come out with a dub in that one. I'm seeing rumors right now of a potential trade. Looks like the Eagles are trying to get Alvin Kamara up there with them right now. And we've already seen the Christian McCaffrey trade that went forward, going to the 49ers, making them more dangerous, giving some more weapons to Kyle Shanahan. And NFL looks good right now. There's a lot of different storylines right now. When you never see the two number 12s under 500 right now with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, and they're under 500 right now, even though I don't completely blame that on both of those guys, but their teams right now under 500. So A lot of different storylines going on in the NFL. Of course, Eagles 6-0, still the only undefeated team. And one of the biggest storylines is the NFC East, honestly, and just a division that has been tagged as the NFC least for a couple of years. They're a big hit that time on the side by see if we can see who that was on the sideline coming up with that big hit. You see the replay right here, and it looks like Sales was able to get in that time, and it was Sales. Sales delivering a pretty good hit right there. But yeah, the NFC East is the premier division in football right now. I mean, they've been kind of the butt end of the joke over the last couple of years, which didn't really have much to do with the Cowboys, because if they didn't win, they were at least competitive in the division. But you know, Giants, the Commanders. I got to get used to that name still. Giants and Commanders, as we see a pass over the middle that was dropped right there, have kind of brought the division down. But right now, everybody competitive in the division. Even the Commanders just came up with a win over Green Bay that, you know, slightly might turn their season around after getting rid of Carson. They didn't get rid of Carson Wentz. After Carson Wentz got an injury, Taylor Heineke back in, and looks like they pick up some wins. But the NFC East right now is actually loaded. They got a 6-0 team. They got a one-loss team, and the Cowboys got 2 losses, but look like the best team in the NFC so far this year. So with the NFC East looking the way it does right now, I mean, it's a huge turnaround from what we've seen the last couple of years, honestly.
Yeah, it's not too far-fetched to think that you might see 3 teams out of that one division in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how it's going to go moving forward in that division, because as they get to play some more division games, they're obviously going to start beating up on each other. So somebody's obviously got to pick up some more losses in there, because we got 3 teams that's got a good record right now. So somebody got to pick up some more losses in there. But between those guys, I mean, the AFC East as well.
Both East in the AFC and NFC right now.
That's who I had picked as my best team, our best division in football right now, just because I think all 4 of those teams are really live to honestly make the playoffs. I think that might be the only division right now where all 4 teams.
I would say the Patriots are kind of on the lower end.
They're on the lower end, but I mean, they put together 3 wins in a row.
Yeah.
And they got a game. Well, they had 2 wins in a row, and then they lost to Chicago on Monday. But they're looking like the Patriots. I mean, you can expect them to get around 8 or 9 wins. Honestly, I mean, you can pencil them in for that. I think because of Bill Belichick. So if the Patriots are the worst team in your division, you got a pretty good division, because you know they're always going to get at least 7 or 8 wins. The Dolphins look good. The Bills obviously look really good. And the Jets are, I mean, just a very surprising story. But shout out to Robert Saleh, the coach there. I liked when they made that hire. I liked him when he was the defensive coordinator at the 49ers when they made that Super Bowl run back in 2019 or 2020. So I like the coach. And I mean, if you get first-round picks, top 10 picks every single year, eventually
it's going to pay.
They're going to be good. I mean, they got guys, and I'm a Texans fan, as we see this run right here on first down. I'm a Texans fan, and I thought that we picked up the best DB in the draft with Derek Stingley. Thought we picked up the best DB in the draft, but Sauce Gardner so far this year has looked like a top 5 corner in the NFL, and he's only played like 8 or 9 games in the league. I think like a 40-something passer rating he's allowed all year when they throw to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the most forced incompletions in the league. Got the most pass breakups in the league, and to say that and to know the defense that they run in New York, which is a press man type of defense. They're playing like press man like pretty much every single play. Yeah. So for you be playing man for a majority of the season, and to have that many pass breakups and to not allow many catches, if any, on you throughout the season. I mean, Sauce Gardner proven once again that you don't have to go to Alabama to find, a top corner. You don't have to go to – I mean, he's coming out of Cincinnati. He didn't allow a touchdown in college, I believe, right? No touchdowns in college. And, people, he's a Cincinnati, who are they playing, I think guys are going to start getting enough of that who are they playing argument. Because, I mean, if you could play, you could play. You don't give up a touchdown in college. I really don't think it matters what level you're playing at. You can play. You don't give up a touchdown for 4 years. Coming to the NFL translates right away, but yeah, the Jets.
I mean,
Jets looked lively.
He played against Georgia and Alabama 2 years in a row and didn't allow touchdowns.
They were also in that no touchdowns allowed.
Yeah.
Markup right there is good run by the Cadets right there on 3rd down. As we move closer and closer towards the end of this game, so like we said, folks, a lot of good sports going on right now, a lot of good football going on all 3 levels, college, NFL, and high school, obviously. Want to thank everybody once again as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this broadcast. Thank everybody that watched with us. We made the trip down here to Madisonville to catch these Connally Cadets winning the district championship tonight. Special night by the Cadets. They were able to put all of the things together in this one, and really just a dominating performance since it was 7-7 at the beginning of this game. It started off with Sibley getting the first play of the game, taking that one to the house. And, I mean, Sibley's making a strong case for a Centex Player of the Week, too. So I'll have that out by the end of this weekend, who will be the Centex Player of the Week. I'll have to go back and look at the stats a little bit to determine this one, just because it was a really all-around team win in this one. Sibley came out with 3 touchdowns in this one, played great on defensive end as well. So, I mean, he's definitely making a strong case for back-to-back Centex Player of the Week. But we've seen other guys make plays. Jamari Wiggins, I think, really had a good game in this one.
Did.
Had a pick in this one. I think he had a fumble recovery. Saw him make plays and special teams as well.
He just showed a lot of physicality like he always does.
Yeah, showed a lot, and that's what this team needs. He brings that edge to the team, and that's what this team needs, folks. So clock's getting ready to go out and expire in this one, and that is going to do it tonight in this one, folks, from Madisonville, Texas. It's going to be a 61-14 win for the Connally Cadets, and a statement win. I said that at the beginning of the game, folks, that this would be a statement win for the Cadets in this one, and a lot of big plays made by that guy right there. Obviously, number 1, Kiefer Sibley, who made plays all night long in this game. And district champs for the Connally Cadets, as Coach Garrett can check off one of those boxes that he had at the beginning of the year when we talked to him. You know, we said we want to win the district. We want to win the district, and they did just that. And they've come out here tonight, going to leave with that district trophy. It's going to feel good on that 2-hour ride back to Waco. As the Connally Cadets really did a number in this one. Like I said, a statement win in this one, 61-14 win, and give them those district crowns. Shout out to this Connally Cadet team. They've got big things coming. So they've done big things so far this year, and they've got some more to come.
And it's just great to see them come from where they came from last year to now being a district champions. I mean, we just seen like the flashes last year, but now they put it all together. They deserve this, man. Proud of this team. Yeah, very proud of this team and Coach Garrick and his squad of what they were able to put together, folks. So getting ready to sign off here tonight, folks, from Madisonville, Texas. Once again, thank everybody that watched with us tonight. Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias. We're getting ready to sign off here tonight from Madisonville, Texas. This is Jalen Gillis and PJ Gaither. We will see you guys next time. The Connally Cadets have the Robinson Rockets next Friday for the season closer. We will see you guys then. Jalen Gillis and PJ Gaither, we'll see you guys. Good night.
I was on that front line. Look. I was on that front line. Man, they finna tell us. Look. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?